Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. We are about to do a live video that I normally don't do, or I haven't done yet, but I've gotten a lot of questions from people on my videos around like my gameplay and like how I make my game, look the way it does or do what it does. And so that's why I'm doing this live stream today. It's all education purposes from here on out. Like this whole live stream is just about like how I create an aesthetic. How do I make my game addictive and likable? I don't even know how to like best say that, because like I really feel like EA should make The Sims addictive and likable, but here we are having to download modifications and custom content to do it. But anyway, so that's what we're going to talk about today. I'll try to cover the must-have mods, and then I have some nice-to-have mods, and then maybe we'll get to CC. I don't know how far we'll get down this path. I also want to say that I have tried to explain before, like, how to, like, set up your game files and stuff, and my stream was taken down. So just heads up, if my stream comes down, it's because of that. And I actually have no idea. Like, I've like gone through like the terms and conditions and like what is acceptable videos on YouTube, and I actually cannot really put my finger on why we can't like go through our game files. I'm assuming it has something to do with like hacking or hacking games or whatever, but y'all should know this, or at least I think most people generally know, that EA allows and is super supportive of modifications for The Sims. There's even like verified modifiers for The Sims 4 or for The Sims in general. So I'm actually not sure how or why these videos get taken down. But anyway, so on the screen, I'm showing you my list so I just basically took all of my favorite mods and I put them in this list. I'm not going to go through every single thing. I'll put it in the description so y'all can just click the links and go there if y'all want to go through every single thing. But for the most part, what I want to cover today is the must-have mods. So they're these specifically. And like, to me, the game is not fun unless I have these specific mods in the game. I don't know, like, I'm not saying it's not fun. It's just, it's less realistic, and the gameplay isn't as enjoyable to me without these modifications. So I have to have them in my game. Maybe in another live stream, I'll teach you guys too how to do a reshade, because I also think reshading your Sims file is really important to like make it aesthetically pleasing. But we got to cover, like, we got to take baby steps. So a couple things at one time. So anyway, so the top 3 mods I'm going to cover today: Basemental, the whims mods or modifications, and then MC Command Center. And if you're an old simmer or like you're like experienced simmer, I apologize. Now this video is probably not for you because y'all probably already know what's going on. But if you are new to modifications, new to custom content, and you don't really know what to do, this is going to be very helpful for y'all. So let's just get into it. So I'm going to go over Basemental first. So Basemental comes, and let me switch my tab real quick. So it looks like this. You can go to basementalcc.com, and it'll pretty much pull up this page where the modders have pulled together the Basemental modifications. You can get all of the updates on like what patches they repaired, what updates are available, all of that stuff on the main page. It's super helpful because, again, the modders have to keep up with like the game files, like all of the new releases and everything. So they just be hip, y'all. Like, they just be knowing what's going on in these streets for real. So I do recommend like just stay up to date or whatever. But Basemental comes in 3 different types of mods. So there's Basemental drugs, Basemental gangs, Basemental alcohol, and they're pretty self-explanatory. So, drugs, gangs, alcohol, right? There's like gameplay that comes with it, and then there's like features that come with the modification. But at the end of this video, I'll go through and I'll show y'all like what the mods look like in the game file. But really what you want to do, like, so say you don't want all of the modifications from Basemental, you really just want like, I don't know, alcohol. And you can pick Basemental alcohol and then just download the file. And there's instructions and all that good stuff. But once you download the file, and look, I'll download it just so y'all can see. It'll show up here. Oh wait, you can't see this. Hold on. Hold on. Pause for the cause. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the files. So this is the download files on my computer, and I just downloaded this file. And so it looks like this when you get it. You'll get the packages. This is the optional packages files that comes with Basemental. I'll talk about that in a second. The actual modification itself, so Basemental alcohol, and then the script. The script is basically, like I was explaining, like there's like certain animations or like features, movements, or whatever that comes with the game or comes with the modification. This allows for that to actually run in your game file. So the script kind of adjusts the game, the code, to make it make sense for what you're trying to accomplish with your modification. So when you get these files, what you'll want to do is select both of these, so the actual modification itself and the script, and you want to take them and move them into your mods folder. So I'm not going to drop it because I already have Basemental in my game, and you don't want to like have a whole bunch of files in it, but I would just move it into the mods folder. And then once it's in your mods folder, it's there. If y'all don't know how to find your mods folder, you can find your mods folder in your Sims file folder, which is also underneath your EA folder. And if y'all don't know folder structure, let me know in the comments if y'all need help on folder structure. I think that's pretty simple. I can explain that one pretty simply. So the optional packages are up to you if you want this in your game or not. So for Basemental alcohol, there's the beer brewing station, the real drink names modification. So like when you go to the bar or whatever, you can get drinks that are like real names. So like you can order like a rum and coke, for example. I actually really love that specific one because like, what are the names of the drinks in the game? This is the remove keg buffs. So there's buffs that are like, buffs that come with doing beer, doing keg stuff in the game. You can remove those buffs if you want to, so your Sims can drink more. And then there is the Basemental winemaker. And then inside the file, it also comes with like some text from the modder themselves on like more about the file. So if you guys want to read up on that, I recommend it. But let me say this real quick. So I think the only one I have in my game is the real drink names. I don't have the beer brewing station. I keep all of the buffs. I love buffs in my game, so I keep the buffs. And I don't have the winemaker, though. Maybe I want the winemaker. I don't know. We'll think about that. But anyway, let me switch back to... Okay, so that's pretty much how you do, like, if you want anything from Basemental. So you can do the same thing with drugs. You just... Hold on. There we go. You just download the file. And then the same thing with gangs. You download the file, you move the script and the modification into your mods folder, and it should be cool. I will say that Basemental is not for kids, y'all. So, you know, if I got young viewers, y'all, like, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm going to tell you not to download it, and you shouldn't, but you know. Anyway, do what you will with that information. So there's other mods from Basemental too. So they have the universal venue list, which, let's talk about this one. I actually like this one, but also they have Basemental gambling, which I haven't actually gotten into, but I have seen some Simmers play this and it looks really fun. And then eco hacks. So the universal venue list, I think this one's interesting. So let me make sure I'm talking about the right thing. So a venue list is a file that contains information for every region in the world, such as what types of lots, or what kind of lots should be available to place there. Due to the way the game is coded, it's unfortunately not possible to add these lists with a script file. Using a modded venue list such as this one is necessary in order to enable custom lot types. So basically, and I'll show you guys this in a second, but this mod itself basically allows you to change your venue to a whole bunch of different stuff. Like, I really recommend this. Like, so if you want stuff like, you want an office building, a workplace building, there's like a tech studio. There's a bunch of them. I'll show y'all in my game in a second. But this to me is a super useful mod if you like different types of gameplay. So that's Basemental, and I'm gonna pull up. Wait, should we do Basemental first? Like, let me just go through all the mods and then I'll go through like the game file in a second. All right, so that one's that one. So we covered basemental, alcohol, drugs, gangs. And again, if y'all need help with file structure, like if you're getting lost on the file structure, let me know. It's really simple, but it like finding your original folder, like your actual EA folder and your Sims folder is not as intuitive as I think it should be. But once you find it, like you're good to go and you know where it is. So the next mods that I super live by, and like I feel like everybody should have one of these in their game, depending on your tolerance for whimmetry or your age. So the whims series, they got wicked whims, wonderful whims, awesome whims. Awesome whims is for like young kids. I don't personally play with awesome whims, but again, if you are 13 under, yeah, you should be doing awesome whims because wicked whims gets wicked. Okay. So I'm going to do wonderful whims first. So you can just go to wonderfulwhims.com and pretty much it'll land like this. It'll look like this. And this is what it offers in the Wonderful Whims modification pack. So you get attractiveness, which I find is so helpful for the game. Like before Wonderful Whims, you know how like you could just like have your Sims have like romantic lore, and it was all like just based on you. Like you just decide like, hey, this Sim should talk to this other Sim. But attractiveness actually adds another layer in the game that I think is super realistic, where like my Sim needs to be attracted to you before like, I don't know, y'all woohoo, right? Like it just makes sense. So it adds attractiveness. It also adds additional relationships, or like additional how do you say this, like more context to relationships. You get impressions. So first impressions, I think first impressions make the game so much fun. Like it actually like say you have two Sims meeting each other, and like one Sim will say, oh my gosh, this person is so much fun. The other Sim is like, this person is pretentious, right? It's just, it adds so much more depth to the game and it makes it way more fun. You get your menstrual cycle with Wonderful Whims, which is funny because I know some people are like, why the hell would I want this? But I mean, some people want that. And then birth control is available with Wonderful Whims, which you're gonna need birth control if y'all got wicked whims in the game, and I'll explain that in a second. And then it adds additional layer to woohoo. So these are the features. It's like I pretty much kind of just like high level describe them, but there's more details on the site on like what's going on. And it's the same process. Like you hit download, the file will pop up. Let me actually do it for y'all. So it doesn't really matter like where you guys prefer to download from. So maybe you download from CurseForge, or you just want to generally download it. I'll use this file usually when I want to download. Let's see, here it goes. So I hit download, the file will pop up. And hold on, let me switch my screen real quick. What's it called? Wonderful Whims V49. All right. So this is the file that I just downloaded. It just came in. And so this is a, this one's, so sometimes the developer leaves notes and y'all want to read the notes sometimes. So this one says, please remove old Wonderful Whims mod before installation. So again, you don't want to like double down on the mods that you already have in your game. My computer is set up to the point where like when I drop a file that's similar to another file in my folder, it tells me like, hey, there's a dupe here. Which one do you want? But your computer might not be set up like that, and you might have to manually do it. So just be careful, because it'll make your game really glitchy and slow if you have multiple types of files inside your game. There's an installation video. So this developer actually gave us a video, which I think is very useful. And then there's more information about it. But the mod is in this folder. So just like Basemental, you have the modification itself, and then there's a script. You're going to want to take both of these. You're going to highlight both of these, and you're going to drop it into your mods folder. And once you put it into your mods folder, it'll be there once you load your game the next time. So that is Wonderful Whims. And hold on, let me flip back. Wait, what is it called? All right, cool. All right, so Wonderful Whims, which I think is wonderful. And I love Wonderful Whims. Like it's my preference. Like out of all of the whims, Wonderful Whims is my preferred one. Like I can pretty much play the game with just Wonderful Whims in it. But y'all know I love wicked whims. I'm a wicked whims girly, okay? Like, wicked whims make the game so much more interesting because it adds layers to the game where you can, like, how do I say this? Like, it adds like a layer of spontaneity that you normally don't get. So like, if y'all watch my channel and you see my parties, like sometimes my Sims just be in the room smashing and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even send y'all over there to do all of that. That's wicked whims, y'all. Wicked whims be making my Sims do whatever wicked things that they want to do. So let me see if there's an overview for wicked whims. I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay. So Wicked Whims is kind of complicated. I'm not going to even lie. And for real, if you are underage, please do not download Wicked Whims. Like, this ain't for y'all. Like, for real. It gets spooky. Okay. So the file that you're going to want is the general, just download file. So you'll have you'll need to download the file itself, right? It's the same thing. Script modification, drop it into your mods folder. Then there's like the installation process. So you can like look to like, it'll give you more detail on installation. And then there's details on the animation installation. So to make this super simple, Wicked Whims, the mod itself gives you the features for your Sims to do wicked things. So basically like they can just like woohoo whenever they want to in like public places. Like it changes. Like it's not just, you know how like when you woohoo with the base game, they woohoo under the covers. Well, Wicked Whims takes the cover away. Okay, so you can pretty much do whatever you want. But what comes with it is like all of these animations. So you can decide like what kind of gameplay you want to create, right? So, wait, before we get to animation, let me go through the gameplay first. Okay, so there's the features itself of the file, the sex features. There's nudity, so you can even set your Sims to just be like nudist. I don't know what body selector is. I'm not even gonna pretend with that one. Pubic hair. So this one allows for your Sim to like, you know, need to get waxed, if that makes sense. You also get STDs with Wicked Whims, and you want to be careful about that too, because if your Sims are just randomly smashing, they can randomly get STDs. And that is, again, it makes the game super realistic because that's life, y'all. That's life. Okay, I actually don't know what the hell this is about. Oh, that's right. Wicked Whims comes with the strip club feature, y'all. I don't know if y'all have strip clubs in your game. I have a strip club in my game, and it makes it a lot of fun. So you can, once you download Wicked Whims, you get the strip club feature, and with the strip club feature, you can run and own a strip club. You can be a stripper. You can attend the strip club. So it is actually a lot of extra gameplay that comes with this modification. Super recommend. Not my favorite, but sweating does come with Wicked Whims. So, you know, your Sims are doing wicked things. They get sweaty and they look icky after they sweat. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes with that. Pregnancy can come with Wicked Whims, obviously. Birth control, which you also get with Wonderful Whims. Menstrual cycle, which you also get with Wonderful Whims. Attractiveness. So these are all actually, this last little row right here is all from Wonderful Whims as well. So pregnancy, birth control, menstrual cycle, attractiveness, impressions, gender preference. I think gender preference is now base game. So that's not necessarily necessary. But anyway, okay, so animations. Let me go to animations real quick. So, wait. Is that where I want to go? Let me see. Here it goes. Okay. So the thing about animations is that like with Wicked Whims, it gets a little bit complicated because now we're talking about your preference in sexual activity. Let's just call it that. So like say you want like your Sims to have like threesomes, or you want them to like do, you know, homo or heterosexual sex, for example, or you want them to be like, you know, fallacious, you know, they be giving head and stuff, whatever, like whatever, you know, I'm not here to judge nobody's preferences or whatever. Like there are options for everything, y'all. Everything. I don't know who the hell made this game and who the hell be adding the animations, but somebody is on their toes with this shit. Like they be thinking. So in my game, I'm not really like I have to have every animation. I don't even have a third, a fourth of these animations. I really just like the fact that my Sims like do, have Wicked Whims when they want to, and that like it seems like a little bit more, you know, spontaneous than it was before. But I'm not really into like watching them do it, right? So if you're into that or whatever, then you're gonna want the animations. And the animations are titled, I believe, by the creator. So it's kind of hard to tell like what they do without like clicking on them and downloading them. So oh, this one's important. So censorship mode, if you are a streamer, if you stream, you should get this one, because when I tell y'all, Wicked Whims, without the streamer mode, your Sims are going to be butt ass naked. I'm not bullshit. Like, no joke. Your Sims are going to be nude. They're going to be naked and they're going to be doing what they do. So your videos, any streaming platform is not going to have that. You're going to want to put your censorship mode on so you can like make sure you're covering up what's going on. Also, censorship mode, I play with it on when I'm just like gaming like by myself. Because like sometimes you just don't want to see all that, you know, like sometimes it'd be a little too much, but it's up to you. That's preference or whatever. They also have body meshes. If you guys are familiar with body mesh, I'm not going to go into, this is more like CC. So I'm not going to go into CC right now, but as you can see, they get a little extensive with the stuff. Okay. Look, there's bondage and all that stuff. Like, I mean, like, it's like not a game. Like there's like Wicked Whims is very serious. So y'all be easy in these streets with Wicked Whims. All right. And then I think, let me switch over to our last one. Oh, and our last one is MC Command Center. So this one, so MC Command Center to me is more like a cheat than it is like a mod, if that makes sense. So it is a mod in that it like gives you all this extra gameplay. But for the most part, I use MC Command Center to cheat stuff. Okay. So like, if you're like the type of gamer or the type of simmer who doesn't like to like, you know, cheat the game or like, you know, manipulate the game in that way, then maybe you don't want MC Command Center. But I find that it helps with a lot of stuff. Like it is almost like, I don't even know how to say it. Like it's so useful. So let me see if there's see, look at what it comes with. So there's MC, careers, cast, cheats, cleaner, clubs, control, dresser, oculate, population, pregnancy, tuner, woohoo. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes with it. So like, let me give some scenarios. So let's say your sim is at a party and like you're playing with one household, but then you see a household, like another sim that you want to like interact with, but like it's challenging or whatever. You can literally click on the sim using this modification and control the sim. And you're able to like then control that sim. They're not added to your household, just for that instance that you can control the sim so that you can have more controlled gameplay, if that makes sense. Another thing I've used MC Command Center to do before, I've used it to add household funds. I've used it to change my Sims like career level. I've used it to bring a Sim back from the dead. Yeah, like if you had a Sim accidentally die, super useful modification. So there's that on that. So that's MC Command Center. And I think this one's pretty straightforward. Like you just download it. The file, this one, like it has, you probably want to download the most recent one. So the latest release, hold on. And let me show y'all this, because it might be a little confusing. So let me show it. Let me see. Okay. So I just downloaded it and it came with all these scripts. And then also, so this is the modification right here, MC Command Center. All of my mods look like that. They have this symbol right here because I changed the setting in my game so that every time I download a mod, it has this like little EA symbol. That's just for me, but so I don't know what your symbol looks like, but anyway, it will say MC Command Center. That's the package file. That's the important, like, you want all this stuff, but that's important that you have this. The rest of these are scripts, and we talked about scripts before. If you want all of this gameplay, you want all of these scripts. If you don't want all of this gameplay, then don't download all of the scripts. Make sense? Cool. Let me know if y'all have questions in the comments. If you watch it on replay, like, you can still ask me questions. And if you're watching it live, if you have questions, let me know. And wait, where am I? Cool. All right. So I think those are the must-haves. Like, these are the must-have modifications. Like I like, for real, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I can't play my game if I don't have it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm gonna pull my game up real quick. Let me do that. And ooh, let me move myself over. Cool. All right, so I'm in a household, which is funny because y'all, look, my sim is naked. Like, why? I swear, I just pulled this game up. But anyway, when you come into your file originally, like all the mods that you've downloaded will populate in the notifications tab. So it'll like tell you, it'll like, the notifications help you keep the game clean, if that makes sense. So if you need to update something, it'll tell you. If something's broken, it'll tell you. So Basemental Alcohol is operating on the current version. Basemental Drugs, Wicked Whims is operating. MC Command Center is operating. Oh, it has a last exception that was caught by the last exception file that's inside of my mods. It like, yeah, it's basically telling me that it corrected something for me. There's MC Command Center, Wicked Whims again with some updates. Oh no, that one's old. That one's from 3 days ago. So yeah, so those are all of the mods that are operating in my game right now. Let me put some clothes on my sim, cause girl, I mean, like, I support you being naked, but wow.
Febine.
Yeah, sure, whatever. And she's just not gonna change. There we go. Great. Okay, so let's just go through. Let's do Basemental Alcohol. I don't think this sim that I have is a drug user, so maybe we can't do Basemental Alcohol or Basemental Drugs with her. And I know she's not in a gang, so this is Lana Key. This is my model sim for this video, for this live stream. If y'all watch my channel, then y'all seen her before. So I'm gonna have Lana do some, I guess, drugs or some alcohol stuff. I don't know. So one of the features that I think is really cool with Basemental is that you can pretty much just like get bottles. Like you see she has this Hennessy bottle right here. And so this is where we get the CC kind of crosses in, because the CC allows for us to get the alcohol just straight up. So we can basically use this cookbook to buy alcohol or drink a bottle. Wait, let's drink a bottle of, I don't know. Let's drink this. Oh, a daiquiri. Let's see. Can you close?
Ah. Bean koya.
So my girl got a daiquiri. Looks tasty. Let me put my walls up. Yeah, it looks tasty, right? Like, I drink that. But that's possible with the feature, the actual. Oh, look, she got a buff. Let's see the buff. Dang, she drank that fast, girl. You could have sat down, watched a movie or something. Okay, so the buff is Wonderful Bubbles from Cocktail, a delicious drink for a sweet tooth. Oh, okay. So it made her playful too, which is interesting. Okay, and she has a buff from Smooth Sipping, but I think that was from earlier gameplay. But that's another buff that comes with like drinking or whatever. So real quick, I'm gonna show y'all something. So if I go into build mode and I select like all, and then I go and change my content to like custom content, you can like legit just buy bottles, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, okay. So this is Basemental Drugs. Like the Sprite, it's for the lean. If y'all are familiar with like other drugs, like they put the lean in the Sprite, y'all. I don't know. I don't do them type of drugs. Oh, here's a red cup, a red solo. Oh, look, and it's lean in the solo. It's like purple lean in the solo. Let's see what else we got. Wait, I just seen it. Oh, okay. Here's a white Hennessy bottle. I think this is Deco though, if I'm not mistaken. Here's a Ciroc bottle. which I think is also deco. But we will check once we go back into gameplay. There's some lighter or cigarette ashtrays. Ashtrays is what you call it. Oh, here's a wine bottle. I'm not gonna add it, but oh, look. Then like Basemental Drugs comes with cigars, like a pack of cigars, cigarettes. I'm not gonna put those down. Like I do not like cigarettes, y'all. I'm not gonna put them down. I think you could get packs too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Nah. Oh, look, papers. So like if she had weed, she could roll. Like Black and Mouths. Wait, where is it? I know you can do this. I do it with my drug sims all the time. Or maybe you can't. I guess. Here's a bong though. So again, my sim doesn't have any weed, so she ain't gonna do nothing with these bongs or these papers. But that's a bong. I can buy packs. I thought I could in build mode. Maybe I can't. Oh, there they go. Look, so there's speed, low quality, speed, high quality, brick, average quality of cocaine, and then a brick of cocaine, high quality.